Chapter 3, in which the young man learns to seize opportunities and take risks. Now, how much money are you willing to pay to get these secrets of wealth? The millionaire's question took the young man by surprise. Even if I was willing to spend money to get it, I haven't got a dime. But if you had money, how much would you be willing to pay? Name a figure, any figure. The first one that comes to mind. The young man couldn't possibly evade the question now. The millionaire was asking for a very specific answer. I don't know, he replied. $100? The millionaire burst out laughing. Only $100? Then you don't really believe these secrets exist, do you? If you did, you would surely be ready to pay a lot more for them. Come on, I'll give you a second chance. Name another figure. This isn't a game, but a very serious matter. The young man thought it over. I don't mind answering, he said. But remember, I'm flat broke. Don't worry about that. But if I don't have money, my hands are tied, said the young man, bewildered. Oh my, exclaimed the millionaire. We've got a long way to go. Since time began, the rich have been using other people's money to amass their fortunes. Anyone really serious has never needed money to make money. By that I mean personal cash. Besides, you must have a checkbook on you. The young man wanted to deny it, but he had stuffed his checkbook into his pocket that morning. God knows why. He had exactly $4.28 in his account. He considered lying about it, but the millionaire had such a piercing gaze, he seemed capable of mind reading. The young man heard himself stutter, as if he were confessing a deep, dark secret. Yes, I brought it with me. He pulled his checkbook out as automatically as a robot. Even though an urge to rebel momentarily crossed his mind, he felt spellbound by this man, like someone in the hands of a hypnotist. Yet he wasn't afraid of the millionaire, for he radiated goodwill. He even seemed somewhat amused. Fine, replied the millionaire. Now can you see there is no problem? He uncapped an elegant pen and handed it to the young man. Write out a check for the amount you have in mind and sign it. But I don't know how much to write. Alright, put down, say, $25,000. The millionaire uttered this figure in a perfectly straightforward way, without a shred of arrogance. What, $25,000? Exclaimed the young man. You've got to be joking. Put down $50,000 if you like, replied the millionaire so calmly that the young man no longer knew whether he spoke seriously or in jest. Even $25,000 seems far too much. Anyway, you couldn't cash the check because it would just bounce, and all I'd get out of it would be an angry bank manager wondering whether I'd gone crazy, and he would be right. That's exactly how I undertook my biggest deal ever. I signed the check for $250,000 and then had to scramble around to find the money to cover it. But if I hadn't made out that check right then and there, I'd have missed an excellent opportunity. That was one of my first major business lessons, he said. People who waste time waiting for all the perfect conditions to fall into place never get anything done. The ideal time for action is now. Another lesson this little exercise can teach you is this. If you want to succeed in life, you have to make sure you have no choice in the matter. You have to put your back to the wall. People who vacillate and refuse to take risks because they don't have all the elements in hand never get anywhere. The reason is simple. When you cut off your exits and put your back to the wall, you mobilize all your inner powers. You want something to happen with every fiber of your being. So why hesitate now, young man? Put your back to the wall. Make out that $25,000 check to me. The young man wrote out the check, slowly filling in the numbers, then the words. But when he came to sign it, he simply couldn't do it. I've never written a check as large as this in my life.